Hello everybody, my name is Suyash, you're watching MindBodySpirit. In almost all my videos, I'm asked one question, that from where do you get this confidence? They ask me that I'm this guy from India that is on YouTube telling thousands of people that the law of attraction works, and if it has worked for me, it can work for you as well, and this is how you go about it, this is how you can get started with it, this is how you can continue with it. So they keep asking me that from where do you get this confidence? And I think the answer lies in when I first heard about the law of attraction. When I first came across the law of attraction, there were three things. I really thought about those questions. So I've narrowed it down to three things that really I think helped me get started with the law of attraction. So I'll tell you about that in this video. In the end, I will tell you that if those three things are not naturally happening with you, still what you can learn from those three things, learn from this video, and how you can still make it easy for you to apply the law of attraction. So let's get started. Let's just jump right into it. The first factor is meditation. When I first introduced myself in this channel, in my very first video, when I introduced myself for the first time, I said that my name is Suyash, I live in India, and I've been meditating since I was 8 years of age. Now, I thought about it. I'm not able to exactly recollect the date, the year, or the age when I first learned about the law of attraction, but I think I must have been anywhere between 12 or 13 years of age. So when I learned about the law of attraction, I was already 4 to 5 years into meditation practice. And when you think about meditation, what is meditation? You just close your eyes, you shut off your surroundings, and you go within yourself, and you use some thoughts, some specific thoughts which you meditate upon, and that creates a change in your inner condition, isn't it? And I recently made a video about my favorite meditation, and many of you, in fact, using the webinar that I spoke about in that video, experienced the heartfulness meditation and really benefited from that. Several of you are in fact asking when the next webinar will take place, so we are expecting that it will be anytime in February first week. In case you are interested in meditation, make sure you go and check out that video, my favorite meditation. Now in that meditation, what we do is, and what several of you actually experienced in that webinar, is that what we did was we simply closed our eyes, reached a certain level of relaxation which was guided, and after that evoked a thought within us. We just worked with that thought, and just that thought itself created this change in our inner condition. It made us so much more relaxed. It made us so, whatever stress we had in the beginning, we just lost it. And so all of these things happened as a result of just, focusing on that one thought. And so I had been doing that already for more than 5 years when I first learned about the law of attraction. And so a lot of people, when they first hear about the law of attraction, that you can just think and you can create a difference, you can just close your eyes and visualize and something will happen, they just reject it outright, because they have never experienced something like that. How is that possible? That's ridiculous. Whereas I had been experiencing that already for 5 years. So when I first heard about the law of attraction, I accepted it wholeheartedly, that yes, of course it's possible. If with a thought I can change my inner condition, with my thought I can also change my outer circumstances. It was very natural to me. So when I first heard about the law of attraction, there was no resistance. It was complete acceptance. And I think that really helped me accept and be able to apply the law of attraction very easily. And I truly recommend that anybody that is really serious about learning to apply the law of attraction should look up meditation, should start meditating, because that will not only, first of all, create peace within you, create a sense of happiness within you, which is, of course, just if you forget about the law of attraction, then also it's a wonderful thing. But if you are applying the law of attraction, if you're peaceful and if you're happy, of course that will help you. But also, how did you become peaceful and happy? You became that as a result of the power of your thought. You just closed your eyes, went within yourself, thought some things, and these things happened. That will also help you enhance your belief in the power of your thought, and hence your belief in the law of attraction, and hence your manifestation ability. Now, apart from meditation, the second factor that led me to be able to easily accept the law of attraction and easily apply the law of attraction right from the beginning was something called delayed gratification. Now, delayed gratification is a famous concept at this point. I believe it's now even being taught in B schools. Delayed gratification basically is that you're working on something without expecting immediate results. So you're working, and there's no pay, there are no results. But when that work reaches a critical level, then all of a sudden the pay starts, right? So for example, let's say there's a businessman who is trying to start a showroom of some product or some company. So first he has to hire an architect. So the architect will design that building. Then he has to hire a construction company, and the people from that company will actually be constructing the whole building. Then he has to stock all the products. Then he has to advertise, and then the first customer will show up. So even when he can think about a minute level of revenue, he has to do so much work and spend so much money before that happens. So that is delayed gratification. So I was fortunate enough that in my childhood I saw a lot of people, my relatives, some of my friends' parents, my relatives, friends, all kinds of people. I was lucky enough to be in their association when they were just starting their businesses, when they were starting with projects that was of exactly this nature. And I knew that you have to actually give that project something, and you have to keep giving it with some level of faith, not necessarily on that project, but the faith on yourself that you are doing everything right. And you have to trust the action that if others have done it, if it has worked for them, it will work for me as well. And with all of this, with this state of mind, you have to just keep giving and giving, and then a point will come when you'll start getting results from it. And so I've been like that. Just a few months back, in fact I talked about it in one of my videos, I learned to draw. Now I know that learning to draw, if I have to expect any money out of it, if I have to expect myself to become this famous painter, even if I can ever think of that, that will be an extremely distant future. But I just started with it because I wanted to, and I know that instantly it will not pay off. But if I keep learning, if I keep putting myself into it, maybe some sort of a result, not just monetary, but even in terms of making something beautiful. I'm not yet at that point where I can even make something really good, but I know that if I keep putting myself into it, that will come, not instantly but in the future. And so because this had become a part of my entire thought process, when I learned about the law of attraction at that age of 12 or 13, I approached that also with this particular way of thinking. And so because I was like that, when I first learned about the law of attraction, I approached it similarly. So if I'm trying to manifest a glass of fruit juice and it didn't manifest, I wouldn't lose hope. Hey, if it hasn't manifested in 1 week, then this doesn't work. No, it may take some time because I'm a beginner. I was very clear about that because I'm a beginner and that fruit juice didn't manifest, maybe I'll need to do something else. Maybe I need to try out a different trick. Maybe I need to try out gratitude. Hey, I've only visualized, let's try gratitude as well this time. And maybe I need to manifest something else. Maybe I'm too attached to that fruit juice. So maybe try something that I'm not that attached to and come back to the fruit juice 1 month later. So all of these things, whenever there was a delay in manifestation, I never lost hope that this doesn't work. If it hasn't taken place in 15 days, of course it's not going to work. And then I'm telling everybody that it doesn't work. That never happened to me. If it hasn't worked yet, it will work. I'm sure of it. If it hasn't worked yet, that's because I'm a beginner. Let me keep trying. Now, apart from meditation and this belief in delayed gratification, I think the third thing that really helped me accept and then apply the law of attraction when I first heard about it was that I was lucky. I don't know how else to tell you this, because when I was looking at that, when I was reading that book, when I was talking to those people, the first few instances where the law of attraction was introduced to me, I was not thinking about a specific thing that, hey, now finally I can apply the law of attraction for this. I know that a lot of grown-ups, had I been introduced to the law of attraction at this age, I would have already had some problems in life, and I would have thought maybe the law of attraction can solve this problem, and I would have been really excited. But then because I'm so attached to the outcome, I so dearly want that problem to be solved that I have all kinds of resistance associated with this manifestation process, right? But when I was looking at it, I was a kid, and that really helps. Kids are extremely powerful when it comes to manifestation because they have so less resistance, and their intentions are so innocent, and they don't even know that what all is there in the process of that manifesting. They're in the habit of just asking their parents, and magically it appears, right? And so they think that similarly it will work. I was not such a small kid, but still 12 or 13, I didn't have any agendas in life that, hey, now finally this can happen. When I first heard about the law of attraction, I thought that, hey, this can be fun, let me try it. Let's try this. I didn't have a pressing issue in my life. And so I think that really helped me to not be too attached to any of my intentions. If it didn't work for one, let me try the other. Or let's start off by trying to manifest this new job, or this particular person that I'm in love with, and I just want that person so badly. None of that happened. I was really cool, really chilled out when I was starting out, and I think that really helped me because no resistance and absolutely no pressure on myself, and the ability to have fun with the process is, I think, very important when you're a beginner. Now, many of you are watching this video and thinking, Suyash, we are not 12 or 13. Well, some of you are. So, hey guys, what's up? Some of you are 12 or 13, but most of you are not. And so you're thinking, we are not kids. We don't know anybody. We have had no experience with delayed gratification, and also we have these pressing issues in life. We have these agendas in life. So is the law of attraction not going to work for us? Should we forget all about it? Well, of course not at all. What you can do is that, first thing, start to meditate. I think if I have to give priority to two things that have really changed my life, the law of attraction will be there, but it will be second to meditation, because I was meditating, I was better at the law of attraction. And so make sure that you watch that video. I'll leave a link in the description, my favorite meditation. And whenever there is a next webinar, please subscribe to this channel. Whenever there's a next webinar, I will be informing you, and you can join that meditation session with us and you can meditate along with us. The second thing that you can do is just learn a bit about delayed gratification. Just think about, I mean, everybody has experienced it at one point or the other, where there was no result. You were working, there was no result. I recently had a success story about this when I was working for the sponsorships for that fest in my college. That video, you can go and watch that. But we all have had such moments when we are working and there's no result, and then all of a sudden the result is there. And so all that work that we did without any result, it's not that that work was wasted, it's just that the gratification was delayed. Similarly with the law of attraction also, it's not necessary that as soon as you start applying it, the next day there'll be something that actually serves you. Because I have had, at least when I was a kid, I have had days when I've been scared of a lion or an elephant or something, and if there was no delayed gratification in the law of attraction, the next day I would have been killed by an elephant. I don't want that, right? The universe gives us the chance to change our thoughts. That serves us. So the delay is there to serve us, right? It's good that the gratification is delayed, so we can actually think about it, and if we are having some negative thoughts, they don't instantly manifest, right? So be grateful for that. Be cognizant of this, that even if it has not yet worked for me in the last 15 days, 1 month, 2 months, that's okay, it will work. The third thing is just find a way to have fun with it. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. I'm not saying that don't even try to manifest the things that you really want. All I'm saying is that when you're a beginner, try with something that you're not constantly waiting for the manifestation of. Try something so that even if you're not able to manifest it, maybe because you're a beginner, maybe one or two things you may not be able to manifest. So if that happens, you're not, first of all, extremely dejected and sad that I really wanted that thing. Who cares? That was something really small. It didn't manifest, fine. Secondly, you can easily move on to the next thing. Let me try it for that. And once that manifests, your belief will increase and you can go back. What did I do wrong that thing didn't manifest? Let me now try to manifest it. So you can come back to it later. I'm not saying that if the law of attraction is not working for one thing, just forget about it. That is never going to happen in your life. No, you can come back to it when you have a higher level of belief. And in fact, in one of my previous videos, I even recommended you that you should at any given time have multiple intentions. So my point is that have those intentions as well, the very serious ones that you really want, but also have some fun, cool and very small intentions so that those can help you increase your belief. So just try these three things. If I think of anything else that really helped me in my journey with the law of attraction, I'll definitely include that in one of my future videos. As of now, if you dig this video, if you really like this video, just remember to hit the like button. In case you have any queries or feedback, please use the comment section down below, and make sure you subscribe, because I'm now frequently making videos about the law of attraction and meditation and other topics as well. It would be just wonderful to connect with you in a better way. It was, as usual, a pleasure to talk to you in this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.